Hi there, my name is Julie Faithan Balzer, and I'm here with the ScanNCut2, and I'm going to talk to you today all about scanning. So ScanNCut2 has amazing enhanced scanning with grayscale versus RGB. So if I take this piece of fabric and I open the dust cover, and I simply place this right into my ScanNCut, and then from my scanning options, I'm going to go ahead and choose the first option, which is direct cut. And you can see by this little square here that it's currently in grayscale because all of those squares are gray. So if I hit the RGB color, because of course my piece of fabric has a lot of colors, and hit OK, and by the start button, it will now scan this in color, which is really cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and frame the part of the fabric that I want to cut out, and I think we should go after that cute little flower right there. And this will just help to make the processing a little bit faster if you go ahead and frame out what you really want. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and then I'm going to hit OK. So you can see how quickly it comes up right here, and I am ready, once I like it, to simply hit OK and OK again, and then you can see I can either draw or cut the image. But that's not all. Let's say you have an image like I do here, which is a doodle in black and white that I've done on a scrap of paper. Well, this is the scanning mat, which is a non-adhesive mat, so I can just slip this piece of paper into there without worrying about it, and I can go ahead and load it right into my machine. And once it's taken in, I'm going to hit the home screen to go back to the scanning options, and I'm going to choose the next option, which is scan to cut data, meaning I want to start a cut file from it. So here you can see we're still in the RGB or color recognition mode, but because this is a black and white drawing, I want to go to grayscale. That's all my shades of gray right here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit OK, hit the start button, and it's going to be taken right into the machine and scanned. Once my hand-drawn doodle has scanned in, I have several different options to choose from of how I want it to be turned into a cut file. I'm going to choose the center option, which creates a cut line on either side of the design. And then I want to be sure to pull in the red handles to make sure that I don't catch the bottom of the paper or even the crease that I've put into the paper. But there you can see my hand-drawn doodle is perfectly there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit save. And now it's going to give me 4 different options. I'm going to be able to save it into the machine. I'm going to be able to save it to USB. I can also via USB cable save it to my PC, or finally I can save it wirelessly to ScanNCut Canvas online. So we're going to save it into the machine right there, and it's going to tell me what the file name is so I can find it again. Thank you. And once that's done, I can go ahead and eject my mat. Now I want to talk to you about background scanning, which I think is just amazing, and it's what allows you to use up all the little scraps and bits that you may have in your craft room. I have a gently used piece of paper here, and if I go back to the home screen, I choose pattern, save data, and let's look at that file that we just scanned in and saved. So I'm going to go ahead and choose it. There it is. Now I want to avoid this large area here, so I'm going to hit the scan button, and it's going to go ahead and pull that up on my screen so I can make sure that my cut file is perfectly placed so that there's absolutely no waste. So now that it's scanned in, you can see that I actually don't even need to move it. It actually is perfectly placed, perfectly sized, and ready to go. So I can hit OK, and I can choose either draw or cut. But wait, there's one more scanning function that I'm excited to show you. So the next one is if we look at our screen back from the home screen and we choose scan, this last option, scan to USB. And what that means is you have a 300 dpi scanner built into ScanNCut2. That means you can take your photo scanning mat, any photos, any flat artwork, anything like that, and go ahead, scan it right into your machine, save it to USB as a JPEG, and now you have beautiful 12 by 12 scans that you can use anywhere, anytime. Remember, see it, scan it, cut it, create it.